we go even less than we do in the summertime. So, all righty. Well, it is 7 o'clock, and it's your turn, so I'm going to back up and let you make it all official. And I'm going to head for the kitchen, or no, I'm going to skip the kitchen, and I got to get my coat on and head for the vampire cage. She's going to stick me with needles and draw my blood. So everybody stay safe, stay well. If you're out and about, be careful. Alrighty, Dave, turn it over to you. I'm headed for the vampire. WB8 BMW. Back to net.
All right there, Jim. Well, wish Judy my best. Happy Monday to the both of you. And make sure you get yourself a good lunch after you go see the doctor there. It'll be good for you. So we'll go ahead and fire this puppy up. Thank you, Jim, for getting everything started. CQ. This is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net on the W8WKY repeater 147.39 megahertz, where we have a PL of 114.8. This is a controlled net open to any and all licensed amateurs. All traffic must go through net control, though emergency and priority traffic are welcome to break in at any time. This is Dave, November Tango 8 Delta, NTAD, your net control operator for this Monday. Let me tell you who I've got on the early bird list. I have CT, TD out in the ocean, OZZ, TN, AT, YMY, OG, SF, SFQV, HNK, MNT, BJN, the JAXs, CFY, and GXX. I got you marked short time there, Tom. Let's go ahead and open it up for short time mobiles at the top of the hour. Let's get you in and out here so you can get to work. Please call now.
Hey, Victor, Mike Mobile.
KE8OWX Mobile. Peace on Earth, Christian and Bath, in and out.
Kilo Delta 8, Hotel Alpha Golf, KD8HAG, Tim, Mobile, I'll be in and out.
W8WKY.
This is Kilo, Julia 5, Delta India Tango. This is Matthew of Arkadelphia saying good morning.
NT8D, this is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8SLG. Nick, down the farm, in and out this morning, Dave. Thanks.
KE8VOX or Kilo Echo 8 Victor Oscar X-Ray Scott Vermillion, in and out.
Alpha Delta 8 Papa Julia, AD8PJ Al in Solon. I'll be in and out this morning.
KE8OWX Mobile.
AC8AT, in and out. Good morning, Dave.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Bravo KE8TLB. I'll be in and out, Dave, and 73, and thanks for running that on Mondays. You do a great job, brother. 73, and God bless everyone.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. That was quite a group. I want to thank our in-and-outs and wish them all a happy Monday. AC8AT, Christian POE, KD8HAG, Nick, Just Nick, got you there. Scott Vermillion, I'm going to miss you during the chat, but happy Monday to you. 88PJ, got you. And KE8TLB in the brake truck. Randy, good to talk to you. Thanks for starting a Monday with me. Let's get the mobiles in here, KD8VMM, and stand by Tom.
Hey, good morning, Dave. Everybody on the net. I had 30 degrees this morning. I had some frost on the truck windshield too, so frost all over. So other than that, smooth running, accurate, and clear skies, so looks good. And not much going on. Played a little radio over the weekend. 10 meters is pretty good. Got in the Middle East and all over Europe. So a lot of activity all over the bands, and that's what I got. So have a good day. Stay safe out there. Big hurricane down in Jamaica too. So 88 VMM, and I'll be clear.
All right, thanks a lot there, Brian. Nice to hear you on a Monday morning. Thanks for getting us started. Do appreciate it. You have a safe Monday. I think Mark's going to tell us a bit about that hurricane a little bit down the road here. So we'll listen for you throughout the week. Take care. K8 OWX Mobile, good morning. Happy Monday. Over to you.
OWX back to net control.
All right there, Tom. Yeah, I got my coffee in here keeping me warm this morning. Woke up to 32 degrees on the neighbor's weather station here. So a chilly one, maybe a bit frosty. Let the cat out and see what he could find. But have a safe Monday. Thanks for checking in with us. Do appreciate it very much. Let's see. Let me grab Tom. I think he has to leave for work here shortly. WA8GXX, and stand by, Matthew.
Good morning, Dave. Thanks for being there, and looks like we're going to have a sunny day, which is good. Get things warmed up, and have a great one. N8, NT8D, WA8TXX.
All right, thanks a lot, Tom. I think I can get everything accomplished I need to get accomplished today. At least it's looking that way. But things may change. You have a safe Monday. Take care. Good luck with the new job. Let's see. Let's go get Matthew here so we can get with the grandkids. KJ5 DIT. Good morning, Matthew.
Good morning. All three of them are up. One's reading a book or looking at it anyway. The other one's trying to play with a rather cheap yo-yo. He's trying to figure out what to do with it. The other one has a sucker that she's been working on since yesterday evening. Daniel, don't think. So, about a normal morning. My missus hasn't showed up yet out. But hopefully today I'll get to work on an antenna. Hopefully no storms or rain or other obstacles. But I hopefully got it all for it. It won't take too long. Y'all have a good morning. It's going to be a gorgeous Monday, one way or the other. We'll enjoy it. Hope you all too. 73.
All right, very good there, Matthew. You have a pleasant Monday and a start of the week with the kids there. Sounds like you're off to a good start. And hopefully it warms up today. We had our trick-or-treating last night. So I still got half a bowl of candy I need to get rid of. Hi. Take care and have a great week. Let's get up to, I think that takes care of that early bird list here. So we'll go out, to the short timers list. And so let's go ahead up into the early birds. AC8AT. Craig, good morning. Nice to hang out with you this Saturday.
NT
Good morning, Dave, but it's AAHCT, and you got John. John and we've got the same letters. They're just mixed up, and when we have to talk to each other, it is definitely a tongue twister. But anyway, I had a ball, even though we didn't succeed in our endeavors. I had a great time, and thank you. I apologize not being, but I did get home reasonably well, and everything was okay with the wife, so that's the important thing. With that, I'm going to clear off to the side here and listen, and I hope you have a great day, and look forward to doing it again sometime in the future. And yes, if we don't talk, probably we'll see you on Sunday up at the maps. So with that, this is AAHCT back to, excuse me, wow, NT8D. Dave, thank you so much. It was fun on Saturday, and thanks for being the NCO on Monday. Have a great day and a great week, and we shall talk down the log. 73 is my friend, and I will be on the side.
All right there, Craig. You have a great week. Great start to your week. I'll see you on Sunday. I already got my ticket here. And after I got home and unpacked everything on Saturday, I started making my shopping list for the Ham Fest to get the doodads and extra stuff that I'd like to find. So we'll be there bright and early. Have a good one, and be safe. Best to your wife. W8TD, John, out in the middle of the ocean. Let's get you in here so you can get some sleep. Give it one more shot just in case. He might have dozed off there. Wherever he is, I think it's like 3 in the morning or something like that. W8TD, NT8D.
W8WKY.
All right, well, we've listed our far DX. Let's see if some landlocked DX in here next. KI5OZZ, Nancy, and then we'll try JJ.
NT8D and the rest of the Barometer netizens, good morning from KI5OZZ, where the caffeination is happening, and I'm waiting for the orb to make its appearance. I heard a whump right when I first came out, and our window was still open outside, so fearing one of the dead branches fell somewhere, so gotta wait until I can see it, maybe. Other than that, garlic is ready to get planted today, so there you go. Good to hear you and everyone else out there. I'll pass it back to you. KI5OZZ. Good morning, everyone.
All right there, Nance. Hope it didn't hit anything important. And good job, because there is no life without garlic. Have a great start to your week. Happy Monday. Hopefully you don't find anything terrible when the light comes up out there. JJ, N9TN, let's check and see if you're still there, and then we'll go find Ray. All right, JJ, it's just an early bird this morning. Let's head out west and find K5 CFY. Good morning, Ray. Happy Monday to you and Fred.
NT8D, K5 CFY. Good morning, Dave. I'm just sitting here drinking coffee and listening to the radio and watching the news, so I'm multitasking. But anyway, it's 58 degrees here and kind of cloudy, and supposed to get in the 60s today. But anyway, great net. Got a lot of folks on the net logger there, so I'll get off of here and let you get on down the list there. Thanks for getting me in there. Everybody have a great day. 73, y'all. K5 CFY.
Roger. Well, I cheat. I listen to Jim do the early bird, and I start taking notes while I'm drinking my first cup of coffee. I think it saves time on the check-ins at the beginning of the net, so hopefully it does. Try to get as many people in here as possible. You have a great Monday. Thanks for being a regular, Ray, and we'll try to catch you on the Boredom Breaker net. Let's move south, get the JAXs, Wendy and Rod, and Lucy, K8JAX, W8JAX. Happy Monday.
Well, good morning there, Dave. This is K8JAX along with W8JAX down here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Hey, good morning, Dave, and to all on the Barometer Net this morning. Well, Dave, it'd probably be a little tough day for Meg down here. We've got 9-foot seas once again. They're ramping up, but the ocean temperature continues to drop, 74 degrees currently. But I guess still we're in hurricane season, so I hope that Melissa doesn't come our way. But anyway, everyone have a great day.
And breeze and clouds this morning, headed up to around 80, with a chance of some rain throughout the day. So anyway, hopefully it's a dry day up there. I did want to say I heard before about Randy having some problems, and just wanted to let him know we're TLB that we're praying for him. So, all right, back to you there, Dave. Have a good day. This is K8JAX, Portable Pedestrian.
All right there, folks. Always nice to keep up with you guys. And it must be nice taking those walks every morning. It's always nice to hear what you're seeing. Give Lucy an extra treat for me this morning. And, yeah, well, I just hope it warms up a little bit. I got to be outside, get some stuff done. But I did get the lawn, the leaves mulched yesterday. We're getting to the point where it's I get out the tractor to mulch the leaves more than I need to mow the lawn. So we're making that transition. First tree is almost dropped. And my west side trees are turning color. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get Mark in here and get our early weather report. And WB6 BJN. This is NTAD.
Morning, Dave. I got to get my earplugs in here so I don't. Hang on just a second here, just a quick moment. Okay, good. I had to put my earplugs in so everybody doesn't hear my speech talking on my phone or my weather station. It's kind of annoying. Good morning, all. Good morning to everybody. Good morning, Dave. WB6BJN. Let me give my conditions report real quick here. And let's see. Okay, currently 30.00 on the barometer, 30.003 and holding steady. 52.3 degrees, 52 degrees on the temperature, and 52 degrees on the dew point. 100% humidity. They're both the same, so you get 100% humidity. 5 from the southeast, gusting to 11. 5 gusting to 11 from the southeast. And it's not raining presently. We had 32 hundredths of an inch so far today and 48 hundredths of an inch of rain yesterday. So we're getting some rain. We're going to get more rain. But the first thing I want to talk about is Melissa. Melissa in the tropics, in the Caribbean. She is a monster. If anyone has family that might be in Jamaica, you're probably already too late to get in contact with them. People are sheltered in place in shelters. This is a death and destruction storm. This is a Category 5 storm. Barometric pressure in that system, 27.08 inches. that is a low barometer. That's deep. We're already at 160 miles an hour. Still, she's moving to the west at only 3 miles an hour. She is going to have almost a bullseye shot into Jamaica tonight and tomorrow. Winds, there could be still some extra strengthening in the next 24 to 48 hours, and that could bring wind gusts. Now, believe this or not, could bring wind gusts to over 200 miles per hour. This is a life and death situation in Jamaica. Lots of prayers go to everyone over there on that island. Let me take a break. Now, the Hurricane Center says 15 to 30 inches of rain, with some other amounts as high as 40 inches. There's some models that say as much as 60 inches of rain. That's just, I can't hardly wrap my head around that. 60 inches of rain could fall more than we get in a year. We get 50, and that's a lot of rain. But they could get this over the next few days. So it's a very, very serious infrastructure could be damaged severely. Power outages could last for weeks, even months. In some areas, people could be cut off from communications over there. So, and it's eventually, the good news is for the United States is that Melissa, due to a low pressure over the southern United States, she will turn eventually north and then northeasterly and pick up steam and move away from the United States. Florida will not be impacted. The Carolinas will not be impacted. There may be some high waves, some swells, bigger swells, but nothing serious for the United States compared to what's going on in the Caribbean. People in Bermuda need to be on guard for Melissa as she heads for Bermuda. And it could be a big storm as it moves into the Canadian provinces, too, eventually. Much for Melissa. Big system. Catastrophic. For the nation, basically overall, low pressure in the southeast. We're going to get lots of rain down here in the south. The Midwest is going to dry out, be okay until about Thursday or Friday and Saturday. They could start to pick up some rain. As this big low pressure moves on to the East Coast, it could become a nor'easter. This time could bring some snow into the mountains of the Northeast. It's a little colder system, so could actually bring some actual snow. Out west, sunny, dry, warm, Santa Ana winds for Southern California, and temperatures in the 80s and 90s for some of that area. 60s, 70s, and 80s for the San Francisco Bay Area. No rain for the foreseeable future. And the severe weather for Texas is over. And for a while, they could get some more rain, but and Oklahoma, but nothing big right now. Back to you, Dave. WB6BJN.
Report. We'll be keeping tabs on Melissa there throughout the next few days, I'm sure. Let's see, I still have a few from my early bird list. If you're sticking around, I have YMY, I've got the Dog Pound, I've got HNK, MNT. From the Blue Screen, I got Whiskey Sugar and VQS. But before we go there, let's make sure we get any short-time mobiles in at the bottom of the hour here. We'll call for regular check-ins again shortly, but let's go short time and mobile short time only, please.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8 VZA, Eric in Strongsville, short time mobile.
Please copy Kilo Echo 8, Uniform India Bravo, KE8 UIV John, mobile.
All right, let's take that. Garrett, KE8 VZA, and we'll go right to John.
NTAD in the group KE8VZA here, mobiling into work a little earlier than usual for a meeting. And it sounds like the fox hunt was a success, and some fun was had. I followed along listening to the 3.9. I was under the weather probably since Thursday, feeling much better now, but really wished I could have gone. So hopefully I can make the next one. 73, everybody. Have a marvelous Monday. KE8VZA, back to net control.
Roger. It was a fun time, and weather was perfect. Absolutely gorgeous day. Tree colors were probably at a near peak, so we probably couldn't have had a better weekend. Sorry we couldn't have more cars involved, because it was a fun and a very beautiful drive. Maybe next time. You take care. Be safe. Thanks for checking in. John, KE8UIB, going out to get the nickels.
NT8D from KE8UIB. Good morning, Dave, and everybody out there on the net on this magnificent Monday morning. And let me see, the weekend was just way too short. You know, it's the fourth Saturday I've worked in a row, and I did get home early afternoon and did some trick-or-treating with the grandkid, and then I played radio all day yesterday, so that was kind of nice, and hunted down a lot of parks on the air, so that was really, really cool, and really made great. And me and Lori had realized Thursday night that I actually have a couple QRZ awards, so that was really cool. And I added an extra Parks on the Air award this weekend, so that was really great. Little things in life that make you happy. Hi. Like living a $5 dream, a nickel at a time. All right, guys, I'm going to finish up my drive here from Massillon to Hartville. And with that, this is KE8UIB. I will hand this back over to Net Control. 7-3, y'all. Thanks for running the net, Dave.
All right there, John. Well, be safe on the road out there. May you get many nickels. And it sounded like you had a great time playing radio. Congratulations. There's always something to do on the radio. Take care. We'll listen for you checking in this week with the other guys. I'll clean up some of the stuff that I've got on the list here. Let's go back and try John N8YMY, and then we'll try Elmer.
Good morning, Dave. N8YMY on our way up to our second work location this morning. Had our last weekend at the ball field with 17 games, youth baseball games, and we're pretty much done with that facility. We just got a little cleanup to do, and we'll spend next couple months indoors at the Memorial Fieldhouse down there by the Hall of Fame doing basketball. So with that, we're just waiting for the sun to come out so we can take some windscreen down and roll that up and put that away. And everybody have a great day, and get out and enjoy the day. We'll talk to you soon. 7-3, N8YMY.
All right there, John. Well, looking out the back door here, I'm starting to be able to discern the sky from the trees. So you should have some light probably in about 20 minutes or something like that. Good luck. Hopefully you get everything done, and hopefully it warms up for you as you're working. Take care. Let's try Elmer, and then we'll clean up the dog pound. KE8HNK, NTAD.
KE8HNK, Trackside Mobile here, and NTAD. Good morning. Oh, God, I'm horrible with names this morning. Sitting here drinking my coffee, just trying to rest my eyes a little bit. I've seen a westbound coal train heading out west with the Coke Express, so moving them this morning for sure. Other than that, it's a nice, clear, cool morning there, Dave. I just thought of your name, and just wanted to say everybody stay healthy, stay blessed. It's KE8HNK, Trackside Mobile, back over to Net Control. Stay healthy and stay blessed, 73.
All right, very good there, Elmer. And, you know, if you're any place where they're blowing any signals, at least it keeps you from falling asleep and missing work, because they're going to wake you up at some point. Hi. My early trains came through as usual this morning. And you come in around 3, 4 in the morning, come by in Copley here. and they're pretty regular. Not necessarily the same time, but yeah, they hit their windows. You have a good one, Elmer, and be safe. All right, let's clean up the dog bound here. The first one I got on my list is Middle Mark, then we're going to go south. K4OG. Good morning, Mark. Happy Monday.
MTAD, K4OG. Good morning, Dave and everyone. Dave, I am so sorry I missed the fox hunt. That sounds like my kind of fox hunt. Curious as to who did find it, if anybody. I got my rabies shots and vaccines for the dog, and it put me down Saturday. I didn't feel like doing much. But I couldn't resist. I turned the radio on, and I heard the fox intermittently, and I got the bright idea. I was like, well, maybe me and Josh can do some triangulation. Josh didn't, he wasn't in the position to do any triangulating. So I shot a bearing and gave it to Jason. It was straight east. Jason replied back, must be a reflection. So I gave it one more bearing, and it was southeast. And don't you know that bearing went right through Fairlawn Park, right through Copley Park, and headed down to Portage Lake. So I might have had some success, but it was fun just playing along. Jason allowed me to do that much. So that was great. The hurricane down there. Now, I've lived on the Gulf Coast. I've been a sailor, and I've been through a lot of hurricanes. And I'm used to the Weather Channel referring to the pressure in millibars. So I had to do some quick conversion of inches of mercury to millibars. 914 millibars, that is really low. I don't know of anything much lower. I'm sure there may be a hurricane that got down into the 800 millibars, but I don't know. Anyway, thanks for running the net, Dave, and let me chat there a minute and saying good morning, everyone. K4OG, back to net.
Roger. Well, the thing I have to get used to is the finder antenna I'm using. It apparently has an incredible amount of gain. I didn't realize the transmitter was as far away from me as it was. So I need to come up with a couple of different ideas here as far as hunting antennas. But that was my big thing, is I kept on thinking it was closer than it was, and trying to save on mileage. I should just go on and driven all the way out until I drove into it, I guess. But it was a beautiful day, and again, a gorgeous day for the trees, too. So we missed you. Hopefully we'll catch you soon, catch you on the next one. Maybe we'll see you at the Hamfest on Sunday down at MAPS. Take care. Good to talk to you, as always. Let's go south to Middle Mark, and there we'll head north. KE8SFS. How's our chess master doing today?
I haven't played no chess today, not yet. Won a couple games yesterday online, but didn't play none today, not yet. We got 36 degrees here, and we got a freezing warning. And it said mostly cloudy, but I didn't look out there, not yet. But we're going to have some sunshine later on. No rain inside. Supposed to get up to 56 degrees today. Still like 30 degrees right now. And the wind is 9 miles per hour east-northeast. Gas price, $2.86 to $2.91 around Wagner. And let me drop it for a bit. I've been doing okay, and playing some chess and that, and I'll be going over the senior center here up by the high school in a little while, and to get me a good lunch and everything. But I'll probably play some chess online while I'm there. And, you know, with that, that's pretty much it. And so I'll give that to you, Dave. You're running the net good. Kia at 80.0.
Thanks a lot there, Mark. Yeah, it dropped to 30.6 degrees at my neighbor's station here from 32 when I started the net. So cold air is moving east towards the rising air next to the sun, I suppose. So it'll warm up eventually. Good luck if you get to play some today. I end up finishing the day with music, so I got a rehearsal to take care of in the evening. Happy Monday to you. We're going to go north, grab Northern Mark, KC8FQV, and that finishes up the dog pound. Good morning, Mark.
All right, morning, Dave, and everyone else, KC8FQV. Well, I looked at their southern side of the house at 72 and the northern side 59, so the heat pump is doing its thing now. It will just bring in hold of that 59. So, but it's 34 degrees outside. Yeah, the sun looks like it's starting to come over the horizon. Yeah, the front field looked like it had a frost sit on it. So, yep, we're getting our monies now. We're starting to get to use what we spent our money on for that new bridge in Chicago Falls on Route 8. They got 2 lanes of traffic on it now. And 1 lane going through a concrete trench on the old bridge. So they just got to do a little more tidying up between the asphalt connections, and they'll move the other one over, and then they'll start moving and working on the northbound lanes to get them over there. So that will take another couple weeks. You know, them guys, that is got to be deafening to do this job right now of moving things, you know, to make sure the lanes are what they should be, and they're double checking everything, I think, to make sure it all works. So, other than that, yeah, the pump's working good for me, and next week I go to the doctor and we'll find out how he likes what I'm doing and what the pump's doing. So for the diabetes, so we'll send it back. And of course, yeah, the Math Museum this coming weekend. And don't forget the time change. It will be light now next week at this time. Real light. So we'll send it back your way, Dave. KC8FQV.
All right there, Mark. Yeah, well, that'll make it easier to get up in the morning for me. I actually slept until 8:45 the other day, just because it wasn't getting light until, well, you know, after 7, close to 8 o'clock. So, yeah, I haven't been able to sleep in for a long time. It was the first time in months. I did enjoy it, though. You have a good one, Mark. Thanks a lot. I've got 4 more on the list, and we're going to take some more calls here on the Barometer Net. KA8MNT, thanks for your patience. Do appreciate you being around, Tom. Over to you.
NT8D, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Dave, and everybody else. It is on the net. Well, let's see. It's starting to get light out there, so I'll be able to keep an eye on the critters here when they start to stir around. But it won't be for a while, because we're starting out today with 35 degrees, with no wind and no rain since midnight. And the barometer is sitting at 30.25. And today's high is going to be 60 degrees, sunny, with a 2% chance of rain. So there again, if your grass is growing, you got time to mow it today. Oh, let's see what's going on. Not too much of anything has been going on. The clock is ticking, everybody. November 2nd, 8 o'clock in the morning, MAPS will open its doors for the Maslin Hamfest. So would like to see everybody there that's listening. It's usually a great time and it's fun. Plus, you get to walk around the planes and stuff, not only inside the museum, but out in the lot also, I believe. So there's a lot there to see and a lot of history there. Plus the camaraderie of your fellow hams, that's for sure. Okay, let me see. That's about all I got, so I'm going to grab a quick nickel. KA8MNT returning. This getting old is a terrible thing. I blacked out for 20 minutes this morning. Then I realized I put my hoodie on backwards. With that, I'm going to say 7 threes, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8 Mike, November Tango, turning everything over to our wondrous Monday morning NCO, NT8D.
All right there, Tom. Well, I'm getting to the point where I can walk around the house looking for something that I'm holding in my hand. I think that probably counts. It's getting light enough outside that I can see the colors on the trees, and neighbor's got frost on his ground. I got enough trees that I don't have much frost on my backyard, but his is pretty well covered. So we dropped below freezing here by the time sun came up. So you have a good one. Watch out for the creek. And thanks for being here, Tom. Always do appreciate it. Happy Monday. Let's see. We're going to go to Bill, NAWS, get some space weather, and then we'll head out to Maine, catch Paul out there. Go ahead there, Bill, NAWS, NTAD.
NTAD in a group, NAWS. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, all in that. We got a frost right now. Temperature in a minute. Currently, the air quality is at 34. That's in a good range. Let's see if I can get rid of this advertisement. And don't seem to want to go away. Okay, we'll just skip you then. I got 35 degrees this morning. Humidity 82%. Wind speed northeast at 7. Barometer 3027, dew point 30 degrees, visibility 10 miles. Prediction for today is widespread frost before 10 a.m. Otherwise sunny with a high near 60 degrees. East wind to 11 miles an hour. That should be a pretty decent day. Currently my sunrise 7:27. My sunset 6:32, length of day 10 hours 39 minutes. Excuse me, hold on a minute, got a cough. Sorry about that. NAWS. Solar flux indices at 124 and sunspot number 74. K is 4, K is 1. Geomagnetic field is very quiet, no way to get predicted. And I haven't checked the HF bands. Saturday I worked in Alaska, 10 meters in the air. That was a good catch, parked on the air. So 10 meters, I got 2 or 3 contacts on 10 meters before it closed up. Trapo, currently the northwest corner of the state, between the 1 and the 2, the rest of the state is at 0. Spaceweather.com. Geomagnetic storms possible this week. Minor CME is heading for Earth, followed behind by a high-speed stream of solar wind. Their combined impact could cause G1, G2 class geomagnetic storms on October 28-29. My attitude. Skywatchers should be alert for auroras. Comet limit versus starlight. That's an excellent article and picture there. Is a picture of the comet with all these starlight satellites zipping by. I imagine if you got a nice clear night, you probably could see a bunch of them. Currently, there's 9 sunspot groups on the sun. The solar activity is slowing down a little bit. That's about it for me, Dave. Everyone have a great rest of the week. Catch up with you tomorrow if you can. NPAD in a group, 7-3 everyone, NAWS.
All right there, Bill, as always, thank you for your contribution to the net. Much appreciated. And hopefully folks have some time to play some radio today. It's been a good month for it, I suppose. So you have a great start to your week. Have a happy Monday, and we'll listen for you with the other net control operators. All right, we're going to head out to Maine, pick up Paul, KC1VQS, and then we're going to go down to Texas and get GLO. Go ahead there, Paul, NTAD.
Good morning, Dave, and everyone on the net. We are starting today off in Maine with cloudy and a little light drizzle, 42 degrees, 98% humidity. We had a light drizzle all day yesterday and all night. Not really amounting to too much, just making everything wet. We've got probably 80% leaf drop now. There's very few left on the trees, and I'm hoping to get these dried out so I can get my leaf blower going and take care of them. We've got a lot of them down. So probably by tomorrow or Wednesday it will start and get some sunny weather before our next round of rain on Friday. And I'm not complaining about the rain because we need it desperately. So I'm going to pour another cup of coffee and finish listening to the net, and I hope everyone has a great day. So I'll turn it back to you, Dave. This is KC1DQF.
All right there, Paul. Thank you very much. I'm going to give it over to N5GLO. I got to pick up a call from the vet. Go ahead there, Bill.
N5GLO the net. Good morning, all. Not a lot going on here. It's nice and cool here this morning. It's 58 degrees, which is cool for down here. In fact, they're telling us that Wednesday and Thursday, we're supposed to have a high only in the 60s and lows in the 40s especially for Halloween night. So it'll be kids will be able to wear their costumes and stuff without getting all overheated in them. It's kind of funny. My mom always said it's most of the time it's going to be chilly on Halloween night. This year it's living up to her name, to her thing. She's been gone a while, but anyway, other than that, not a lot to say here. Just kind of want to check in this morning, listen in, and say howdy to folks. So N5GLO back at you.
Give me 5 seconds, NTAT. Thanks for your patience. This is NTAD, Dave in Copley with the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net. Local vet just called trying to get some more antibiotics for one of my daughter's pets. So appreciate your patience there. We are at the bottom of the list. So let's go ahead and take some more check-ins. We got some time to hold the door open here on the Barometer Net. Please give me a call if you'd like to join us.
November 8th, Juliet Kilo, Oscar, Joe and Willoughby.
KF8, Kilo, Foxtrot 8, Echo Romeo Zulu, Terry in Ellenboro, West Virginia, KF8 ERZ. Please, November 7, Victor Alpha November N7 VAN, Brian, in and out. 73s. Kilo 8, Papa Julie with the KAPJW.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. Brian, VAN, thanks for your in and out. I got you, Phil, PJW. Joe, I got you at the top of the list, JKO. There was a collision. Terry, I think it was a KF8 something Zulu. Let me get your call first.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that. It's Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Romeo Zulu.
I got you there, Terry. And the AF8 that collided with Terry, can you come back, please?
CF8, CLO, KF8, sorry, KF8 CLO.
All right, KF8 CLO, we'll get right back to you. Let's go ahead and start with Joe. NAJKO, it's been a few days there, Joe. How you doing? Happy Monday.
Good morning, Net Control, and good morning, everybody on the net. This is NAJKO. Well, we've got a wonderful 34 degrees here in beautiful Willoughby, Ohio, along the north coast. Looking forward to a great day. Got a few odds and ends to take care of, but I'm going to find a cheap excuse to try to see the grandkids. The football season was over, didn't get much of a chance, so Grandpa's going to find some cheap excuse sometime after they get out of school, so we will see how that plan goes. Otherwise, things are doing very well, and I'll send it back to Net Control with best wishes to everyone. Please take care. God bless, and 7-3. NAJKO, back to Net Control.
Very well. It's nice to hear from you, Joe. We will do our best to do that. Looking like it's going to shape up to be a beautiful day. Just starting a little bit on the frosty side. Hope you guys are staying a little warmer near the lake up there. I think you still have a little bit of lake temperature to help you out. But have a great start to your week. Happy Monday, and thanks for joining us on the Monday Barometer Net. Let's jump over to Mark, KF8 CLO. Good morning, Mark. Happy Monday to you.
Good morning, Dave. Yes, I'm running around mobile again, getting ready to leave. Was in Serin Falls about 20 minutes ago. It was 33 degrees. And a little bit on the chilly side for me, but right now I'm heading towards Kirtland or Chesterland, so I can take my boss over there to his office, so he can do some more paperwork. He's been at a horse auction last Friday, so this is the first I've seen him all weekend. So other than that, everything's going pretty good. I'm going to give it back to you, and 73's everybody on the net.
All right. I was wondering what you're doing out there motoring around this early, but if you're taking your boss to where he needs to go, then I would say it's important work. Hey, have a safe one out there. Thanks for checking in with us, and we'll listen for you. Try to catch you again next Monday. Terry, KF8ERZ, good morning. We'll throw a happy Monday in your direction.
Good morning, Net Control, and everybody on the net. Thank you for the happy Monday. This is KF8ERZ. Yeah, it's a chilly morning here in West Virginia. We got 34. I heard another fellow say up in Ohio they had 34 as well, so must be the universal temperature for this morning. But I don't have too much to add. I'm going to go work at the church today, and then got revival starting tonight, so I'll have evening services all week. But yeah, it's looks like it's going to be a beautiful day, a little chilly, but pretty nonetheless, and some rain moving in next week. But I won't hold it because I know we got more people in line. But I just want to say 73s. Thanks for taking my check in, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. This is KF80RZ.
All right, Terry. Well, thanks for taking a moment to check in with us. Be safe while you're out there, and I hope your day goes really well, and sure you're going to make it to end in good time. So take care, and we'll listen for you again on a Monday morning. Reminder, Fred's here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Gary's here on Thursdays and Fridays, and we have a number of different net control operators on Saturday, NCO du jour. So check in on a Saturday morning, see who pops up. K8PJW, Philip, nice to hear you. We're going to take more check-ins after we talk to you.
K8PJW, good morning, Dave, and good morning to the Barometer Netizens out there on this magnificent Monday. Have a day off here at 35 degrees, head up to 58. Tomorrow will be 56, so it's truly fall. Sunny day today. Barometer's at 30.32, and we're actually doing pretty good on the gas. We're at 256 today, so that's pretty good. So we got one more week of early voting going on. This week is extended hours, so you can go there before work, after work, and then also Saturday and Sunday, and then the early voting will be closed, and the regular election will be on Tuesday. Anyway, got a doctor appointment this morning, and I was just put on notice, let's go out and do some yard work. So that's probably be that's where I'll be this afternoon once it warms up a little bit. So that with that, I'll take a break for time. Okay, so there wasn't too much technical history going on, so I'll have to lean on a few other things here. Let's see, 1904, New York opens up the first section of its subway system. It's 1838, DuPont announces that its new synthetic fiber will be called nylon. 1858, Macy's department store opens up in New York City. 1873, a DeKalb, Illinois farmer named Joseph Glidden submits an application to the U.S. Patent Office for his clever new design for a fencing with sharp barbs, also known as barbed wire, an invention that will forever change the base of the American West. And that's the way it was. This is KAPJW, back to the net.
All right. Well, thank you, Phil, for reminding us that some of the smallest inventions have the largest impact. Always glad to hear your trivia and information. Looking forward to hearing it throughout the week, Phil. And take care. Maybe we'll catch you at the Hamfest. This is NTAD, Dave in Copley with the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net Monday morning edition. Let's take another round of check-ins. If you'd like to get on the log, please call now.
Kilo Charlie 8, November, Oscar Victor, KC8, NOV Marty Mobile. In and out, just listening.
KF8, ELA, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Lima Alpha, Zach in Dalton, mobile.
All right, I got Marty, NOV. Somebody doubled with ELA, Zach. Who else was in there? One more time. I got KC8 NOV in and out. Thanks, Marty. I got Zach, KF8 ELA. I think there was one more. Let's go with Zach, KF8 ELA Mobile. Good morning. Happy Monday.
NTAD and the net. Good morning, everyone. I'm doing good this morning. We had a busy weekend setting up for an event. Friday load in, Saturday rig. Had Sunday afternoon off. Got to do some trick-or-treating with the kids. Had some good time with the family. And we are headed out to the Dome today, the Football Hall of Fame. We got an event inside the Dome, which is going to be a lot of fun. So looking forward to today. It's going to be a long day, though. Events all day. We got to tear down tonight and take it all back to the shop. But anyway, I will send it back to net. This is KF8DLA.
All right, Zach, sounds like you've got your day planned out. Very nice. And I said I think we're going to have a nice one there. I think I can get everything done that I've got planned and get myself set up for a successful week if I'm lucky. All right, we're a little bit past the top of the hour. Let's take one more call for check-ins. If you'd like to join us on the Monday morning of the Barometer Net, please call now.
KF8, DTA, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Alpha, Jeff, mobile.
Kilo Zulu 8, Tango Golf, KZATG, Tim, I'll be in and out. Thanks.
All right, Tim, thanks for your in and out. KZATG, be safe out there. Happy Monday, and let's grab Jeff. Nice to hear you, Jeff. KF8DTA. Mobile, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for picking up my call. Probably in a bad spot, but make it short. Just running to a doctor's appointment and then to work. Thank you for everything you do on the net control, and keep up the good work. KF8, DTA. I'll be clear.
W8WKY.
All right, sir. I'm going to do my best this Monday. You be safe out on the road. Thanks for your check-in. Much appreciated. Thanks to you and Tim. We will now give slot number 42. The answer to life, the universe, and everything to our closer. Congratulations, Carrie. W8CTM from NTAD.
Good morning, Dave, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there on this marvelous, magnificent Monday morning. It is going to be a pretty day out there. It looks like it's starting off that way, but I guess Wednesday night and all day Thursday we're supposed to have rain, so we can, it sure beats the other, what it could be. But anyway, it is November, or it will be shortly. Next week, it'll be November for sure. Anyway, Roy, don't have anything this morning, Dave. As usual, it's going to be a nice day out there. And maybe I'll get a little time in on the E-Trike. I rode it both days, yesterday and Saturday, and got a few more miles. Had the battery fully charged, and I got to run it down, for getting ready to put into storage for the winter here. But oh well, that's that time of year. Time to spend all of our time indoors instead of outdoors. But the leaves are starting to change color pretty rapidly, but they're not falling yet. But I would imagine by this time next week they'll start coming down pretty good. So anyway, that's all I have this morning, so I'll say 73. This is W8CTM, Carrie at Portage Lakes. Everybody have a marvelous Monday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's a good thing to do every day. So with that, we'll turn it back to you, Dave. NT8D to take it, and 73 all.
Gary, there's still a few more E-Trike days available, I'm pretty sure. I'm glad I took the warm day that I had with my buddy to tear down the boat and oil up all the wood on her, and it was just a nice day to be outside getting all that stuff done. Nice mid-60s kind of day. But I thought it was still cold to sail, so I put him to work. But thanks for being number 42. Thanks for being our closer there, Carrie. You do such a bang-up job. Let me go ahead and wrap this up. In addition to thanking Carrie, I want to thank all of our check-ins and all of our listeners. You are the net. I want to thank the folks who founded this net on 36 years ago. Garlock, K-A-B-Y-R, Dorothy, W-B-H-A-T-W, Tom, K-A-T-S-D. Also want to thank Ron, KD8-CVS, the ham who introduced me to being the Barometer Net control operator. He was just, there's nobody who surpasses Ron. Let's see. Want to thank the club. Want to thank Marty for some tower space. Please go to W8WKY.org to find all the latest information on the Sarah Club in Doylestown. From the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association on the W8WKY repeater, 147.39 megahertz in Doylestown, we will now return this frequency to regular amateur radio use. 73, everyone. Thank you very much, and have a happy Monday.
Okay, so hopefully Dave NADPP wasn't wanting in done. KSFQV. Good morning, all. Have a good day.
N8MKR mobile.
N8MKR, W8HRF.
Hey, Josh. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, John?
Good, thanks. Had a good weekend. Time with family, time with students on the range, and it was all a good weekend, considering my granddaughter was sick last week and was hospitalized for 3 days. But all is good. She's made a turnaround, and I got to spend time with her this weekend, and she is a bundle of joy. You know how kids are.
Wow, hospitalized. I'm sorry to hear about that. Hopefully it wasn't anything too serious. Sounds like she's back out, but well, it's good. It sounds like it was a good weekend. We had a pretty good weekend, pretty productive weekend too. We're getting ready to have a shed delivered on Wednesday, so I've been working on the shed foundation. So my dad and brothers came over, and I was reminded about. I was reminded that if you get my dad and my brothers into a room and give them food, a lot of stuff gets done.
Boy, uncles are like that, aren't they? Dads and uncles. I understand. and it's always a great time coming together and taking care of the next generation. Something we do for our kids. I had a great opportunity to spend a week out in Nebraska with my son. He was working most of the days, not all, but most of them, and I was doing projects around the house. It was a great time, house to myself, big time, lots of fun. Yeah, granddaughter, started Josh with hand, foot, and mouth, passed it around the daycare, then urinary tract infection, turned into a kidney infection and sepsis, and from there fever and febrile seizures. That's what the first clue is, like something is grievously wrong. But praise the Lord, she responded to the antibiotic, and she made a turnaround. She's back to her old self, happy baby, smiling, laughing, good time. She's 5 months old, 5.5.
Wow, geez Louise, that escalated quickly. Well, I'm glad that she responded so well to the antibiotics. Those things are sometimes a miracle. Actually, I'll say they are a miracle. I've never had to take them except for, I think, when I got earaches a couple of times as a kid. But boy, I sure was grateful for them. But geez Louise. Well, really glad that she's doing better, and responded so well. That's awesome. So nice. Well, it sounds like you. I don't know if you made it into the net. I didn't make it apparently before it ended. So, but I was wondering if anybody was around. So I'm glad somebody was around. So it's good to hear you throw your call sign out.
W8WKY.
No, I didn't make the net. I was running a little behind today. I guess I got in the car at about 5 after 9. I got in the car about the time I put my call sign out. Wasn't very much delay there, and the net was already over, so I missed it as well.
Yeah, Mondays are kind of hit or miss for me getting into the Barometer Net. Because sometimes I'm working from home, so I'm not near radio as easily. I guess I could grab a handheld. Most of the time I just right upstairs to the office and get a little break and head upstairs. And yeah, I don't know. So Mondays are kind of hit and miss for me, but I mostly make it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Some Fridays. Saturdays are kind of rare, so. But I did get to talk to Stefan the one, I think it was a week or two ago. So, by the way, are you planning on the Ham Fest next weekend?
I am planning on going to the Ham Fest next weekend. I haven't seen. There's a lot of people I haven't seen. I like to go socialize, visit a little bit. That's like my favorite Ham Fest, just because, I had been away from radio for many years, probably 25 years I took off. And when I got back into radio, it was middle of COVID, so nobody was doing anything except talking. And that was my first Ham Fest back after COVID, so I really enjoyed it, saw so many old faces, and it's just become one of my favorites. So yeah, I'm planning to go on Sunday. I'm hoping to get a bike ride in on Saturday, unless I get called in to teach or work on the range on Saturday. I'm kind of open for that day. I'm always glad to make some extra dough, but I would like to get a bike ride in next weekend.
Hey, well, that's cool. We'll probably run into you then. We're planning on going. I've been meaning to go the last 2 years and haven't made it out there, and so actually bought the tickets this time. And let me make sure I'm making my right turn here. Yep, that's right. But I've heard about that first Ham Fest back from COVID. I think that was a lot of people who met themselves, who met each other during COVID. I think that was the first time that a lot of those folks got to meet each other in person. I know Nick and Dustin. I think that was the first time they met in person, and that was the first time Nick met a whole bunch of folks in person. So it was a little before my time, I guess. I think I got my license 3 years ago, 2022. So a little before my time, but it's kind of cool to hear about the history, I guess. N8MKR, W8HRF.
Yeah, roger that. Boy, I'm trying to remember all the places I got my license. I know it's starting to come to me. I think I got my my novice at the University of Akron, the W8 HFY. I think that's UAP. I don't know. I don't even try to remember now. I feel like Rick Niemer, maybe Ken Tellis was a proctor, and some other students that were there at the time. I took my technician test at the Goodyear Amateur Radio Club that is now gone, defunct, and I took my general class at Portage County, the old Portage County Club. So, how about that? Then I took my break away from radio, and I came back and I got my extra at Norrs up north. That was a nice drive up there with my kids. We all tested together. My daughter, my son, my son-in-law, and myself.
Well, that's cool. That's where I tested first for my technician, and then I missed it by a little bit. I don't remember how much, but then the next weekend I ran down to the Alliance Club, was the next one who was doing it. That was a long drive from, we must have been in Parma at the time, all the way down to Alliance. So I got my tech there, and then general with Sarah. So, and that was the first time I think I met Stefan in person. And then still haven't done the extra. I need to do the extra at some point. So, be cool to do, just so I don't have to. I ran into it this weekend where I spent probably 30 minutes on the radio since it was that Worldwide CQ sideband contest, and I wanted to see if I could make a couple of contacts. I got two. One was an island off of Africa, but there were a couple stations where they were outside my privileges. Man, I sure wish I had my extra right now.
Okay. Do you have your tech or your general? I know you said you got your tech. I didn't recall you saying you got your general, but I've made a lot of fun contacts on 10 meters when I became actually, I think when I was a novice had voice, I think, on 10 meters and 220. That's right, 10 meters and 220. And those were my bands. I have a 220 HT still. Then I got my tech, and that increased my VHF, UHF, and then my general opened up the HF. I had that for many years. Yeah. I've studied for my extra during COVID. It was a good time to do it because there really was nowhere to be, you know.
Yeah, that was a weird time. I was before I forget, I have my general. I tested with Sarah to get my general. So, but yeah, I remember just being down in the basement, my mom's basement, just doing school. we were remote. You mentioned University of Toledo. That's where I went. Technically, I went to a satellite campus. I'll be right back. Had to merge. But, so anyways, there was a name that you mentioned, I think it's Toledo, and it kind of rung a bell. I don't think I knew the person, but I think you said Dr. Niemer? Something like that. I feel like I recognize that name, but anyways, that merge distracted me a little bit. So, but yeah, I had my general, and so I made 1 or 2 contacts this weekend.
Yes, and actually I mentioned the University of Akron, but I do have a friend out at the University of Toledo now. He's actually my son's friend, but I consider him a friend, a good guy. He's an electronics student. He's graduated from there, and he's working as an engineer for a power tool company. Anyhow, Rick Niemer I mentioned, and I can't think of his call sign. Rick Niemer, I knew him from the University of Akron Radio Club. He was an employee there at the University of Akron, and he was active in our club for many years, and many years before I got there, and years after I left there. Ken Tellis was a student in the law school, and he was active in the radio club. I was active in the club, not an officer or anything like that. Used to study in the radio room at the top of, I think it was in Zook Hall. They're on the 4th floor, the 3rd floor, or whatever. Go up there, had a key, and go up there, study, privately. I could watch TV for a few minutes, take a break, go back to studying. I watched a lot of Star Trek Next Generation up there.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome. Let me take a break for a second. I watched a lot of Next Generation when I was, I think it was in high school when I was watching a lot of Next Generation. So, well, that's cool. That'd be a neat radio room to see up there at the University of Akron. My brother-in-law and now sister-in-law, they went to University of Akron. So, maybe that's why I recognize the name, or maybe I recognize somebody saying the name from just the ham radio club. So. But anyways, that's cool. Yeah, I think Javen, I think, I don't know if he was a member of the club, but I've definitely heard him check in once on like the Summit County Aries Net when they just have a slew of like University of Akron check-ins. So anyways, that's cool. Yeah, I enjoyed my time at Toledo. Enjoyed is a strong word. I'm glad I did it. I'll say I'm glad I did it. But I won't say school was my favorite thing, but I'm very glad that I did it.
I can remember when the general class license had all amateur privileges. W8TD.
Well, hi, John. Where in the world are you at?
Somewhere out here in the Pacific, about halfway between Vancouver and Japan.
That's awesome. Good to hear you. Go ahead, John.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but I wanted to make a couple of comments in response to things I heard in your conversation. One was, I can remember when having a general was all there was in the U.S., and you didn't have to worry about pieces of the band that you were restricted from. And I belonged to W8UP 1869, so I remember the club.
That's it, W8UPD. How could I forget? Good morning, John. This is also John, N8MKR, November 8, Mike Kilo, Romeo. I'm mobile on my way to work. Work in Ridgefield, live in East Akron. Went to University of Akron for longer than I care to admit. Go ahead.
Well, I went briefly. I went in '69 and wound up dropping out to go back to work because I was going to run out of money. So I was in the College of Engineering, but not for very long. Never did pursue that degree. I did my graduate, my law degree. I did that at Akron U, but at the time I was overworked and inactive and did not rejoin the radio club then.
All right. I wonder when you did your law degree. I was active in a radio club. A friend of mine, Ken Keller, KUZ 3E Kilowatt Zulu 3 Echo, was going to and he was active in the club as well. Friends, wedding, lost touch with each other, but recently reacquainted a little bit.
Yeah, that was years later for me. I didn't go back to law school until 95, maybe. I think 95 I went there. So there was quite a gap in my Akron U career. Yeah, I was planning on checking into the Barometer Net this morning, but I apparently fell asleep. It's around 11:30 p.m. here, so your morning nets are my evening nets.
Let me make sure I got it. Yeah, that's man, it's a little late for you. I guess you just have to like go to bed an hour or so earlier every day to readjust as you go west. But that's cool. John, you were a little broken on the last. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. When I said go ahead, John, I forgot that you're both named John. So, anyways, N8MKR W8HRF.
All right. Josh, your audio went down for me. Did you switch over to a different repeater? Maybe Newberry is still connected and you went over there. Your audio just sounded different to me. Making my way up 77 and getting close to the Wheatley Road exit where I get off. Did I hear John right to say that he is out of state? And he must be coming in on digital, maybe on the Clear Node, on Allstar, something like that. I'm kind of curious to hear more about that. Go ahead, John. N8MKR Mobile.
Okay, John. And yeah, hi, Josh. I forgot to greet you. N8MKR, HRF W8TD. Yeah, I'm on a phone using connecting to Allstar via, well, they call the app repeater phone, but it's DV switch under a different name, so I'm not on the radio at all at this point. Although I did go to the effort of getting a Bahamian license, so I could operate legally from the ship in international waters because it's a Bahamian flag vessel. Right now, I'm just using the telephone. So that's why I'm doing that. And yeah, we've been sailing west for some time.
and we've been we're losing the time zone just about every day. We've been resetting time every night.
Have you had a chance to, I know you brought your H-up radio. Have you had a chance, did you get permission from the captain to set up on the ship and operate?
I did get permission. They're being real cooperative with me. What I didn't get was a cessation of these winds. We've had 30-knot, 40-knot winds constantly. Beaufort 6 and Beaufort 7 scale, and my antenna would not remain in place, I don't think, under these conditions. So I'm still waiting for the wind to die down. When it does, I will be on the air, and at least now I've gotten past the CQ Worldwide contest, which probably would have been a problem for me anyway. With low power and a compromised antenna, I wouldn't have gotten through that. Although I could have moved over to the work bands. But yeah, I have not set up. I could. I'm allowed to. I'm legal. But man, this wind has to has to diminish some before I can try.
All right. Well, hopefully the weather improves for you. That's really cool that you got permission. Excuse me. And to answer your question, John, MKR, yeah, I switched over to Newberry because I'm on the turnpike now heading east. So Doylestown doesn't treat me so well once I'm north of or on the turnpike. So, and MKR, W8HRF.
W8WKY.
All right, guys, W8HRF. I still haven't done call down just yet, but they are. That's awesome. This is my last go down as I'm about to dip down into a hole. So this will be my last go around where I can reach the repeater here. Very close to work, within about 3 parking spots. But I'm curious. John, Maritime, is he there for business or work, or what is he going on? I'll listen up for a little bit. Another day, 7 from 8 MKR.
MKR, W8TD. Well, when the journey is over, the gig is over. I go home. I'm part of the they call it the enrichment program on the cruise ships. Just they bring me on to talk about astronomy and ham radio and stuff to entertain the passengers on sea days, which on this trip has been like pretty much every day, which is unusual. So once the voyage is over, then I go home. Go ahead, Josh.
W8TD, MKR, W8HRF. All right, John. Well, good to hear you. Thanks for the ride along here in the conversation on the drive here to work. So have yourself a good Monday, and hopefully work goes well. And other John, TD, you know, I was going to ask, those ships are so big in the pictures that I see. I just wonder, like, how big of seas that they're able to take, and I don't know, it's just interesting to me that something so big can go through, you know, any form of rough seas, and I guess everything kind of has to be strapped down and held in place so it doesn't fly all over during the rough seas. Anyways, hopefully you can still hear me. I'm kind of in a little bit of a hole. W8TD, W8HRF.
Well, as I said, it's been Beaufort 6 and 7 every day crossing. Beaufort 6 is, I think, 12-meter waves, and Beaufort 7 is 15 or 18-meter waves. I don't have the scale memorized. And under those conditions, you can feel the ship moving, but you don't have things falling down or dishes sliding off the tables. It would take a lot more than that. Ships are, this is a very modest-sized cruise ship. It's an older one. It's probably 70,000, 80,000 tons displacement. Makes it comparable to a super carrier, and it's a very small cruise ship, but it's large. But we have stabilizers. A carrier of comparable size in these seas, the dishes would be dancing. But these ships are built to ride it out.
I guess I'm just used to being in a 20-foot boat where something like that would just be, I think you said 12-meter waves. I mean, that's, man, it'd be rocking and rolling. But I guess the bigger the ship, the smaller the wave appears to it. So that's cool. Yeah, I can't say I've obviously never been on one, but it's really cool. So it sounds like because of the waves, you haven't been doing too many of your programs for this particular trip.
Oh yeah, I've been working steady. I've been on every day. Although I have been doing my presentations from a seated position. Normally, I prefer to stand and actually pace around a bit while I talk, but I've been seated just because at my age, my gait is not that steady anyway, and I would not like to fall down. But yeah, everybody's getting around. Everybody's eating. A few passengers are gastronomically upset, but yeah, again, there's stabilizers on the ship, so it really cancels out most of the motion.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's cool. So how big are the groups that kind of come to listen to what you have to say? And how big is like how many people are on the ship right now, approximately, like the size of a ship that you're on?
Okay, they rate this ship at about 2,000 passengers, maybe 1,000 crew, and I would say it's full. I think it's fully booked because there's people everywhere. So I imagine we get about 2,000 passengers on board. I don't draw that kind of a crowd. I get 50 to 100 usually. It's been consistently that on this trip, partly because it's so windy outside that everybody has to come inside and find something to do. There's nobody by the pool.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be on the deck either. So, yeah, that's a good size. That's a good sized crowd. So, very cool. It made me think it'd be cool to have you come give a talk at the Sarah Club, but I don't need to give you something else to do. But that's cool. So when you get to your destination in Japan, are you going to have much time to get out and, well, I assume you'll have some time to get around. Do you have any sites that you're planning on going and seeing?
I do not have any plans. We're going to stop at Kushiro. I think that's the first port, and then Hakodate, I think, is the second port. So I'll have a day in each of those ports to do something. And then we end at Yokohama and fly home from Tokyo. But I don't fly out until like 5 p.m., so I'll have the full day in Tokyo also. And I have booked a tour of Tokyo. But with the other ports, it's unstructured. I don't know what I'm going to do.
the tour of Tokyo would be really cool. That's awesome. I didn't realize it was a one-way trip that you have to that you're flying home. So that's interesting. Yeah, my coworker, he recently, a couple months ago, he went to Japan. So he was talking about he really liked it. He thought it was very the city was very clean, well taken care of. Everybody seemed, I think he was saying everybody seemed pretty friendly. I don't think there were many people there that spoke English, unlike when he went to Amsterdam, and there were more people in Amsterdam in Europe that spoke English, I believe. But he was able to make his way around, and he's actually thinking of, apparently there's some AirPods. I don't know how well they work, but you put these earbuds in, and somebody could be talking to you, and they will, in almost real time, translate what they're saying in a voice to your ear so that you can hear what they're saying in English. I don't know how well they work, but he's going to France for work pretty soon here, and he was thinking about getting a pair to see how they work, because he does not speak French, but there should be a translator there for him, so it'll be interesting to see. W8TD, W8HRF.
Well, I do have that app in this phone. I don't normally. I loaded it just for this trip because I don't have any hope of being understood in Japan, and it's not like Europe where everybody learns English in school anyway, so they can usually get by. South America isn't that way. I didn't find a lot of English speakers in South America, but in Mexico or the Caribbean or Europe, it's pretty safe. Even Africa, I didn't have trouble talking to people, but I'm sure that in Japan I will. So I've got that application. I'll let you know how well it works.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know. That'll be cool. I've seen ads for it, so that's cool. All right, John. Well, it's good to catch up with you. I am finally almost to work. I had to drop off some equipment. Actually, I got to stop at the pay toll here at the turnpike. Give me just a second. All right, sorry about that. W8TD, W8HRF. Anyways, I was saying it was nice to catch up with you. I am almost to work, but it's always cool to hear about your adventures around the world.
Well, I didn't mean to bust up your QSO there, but I did feel I could respond reasonably to a couple of comments that were being made. Yeah, UPD at that time was pretty cool. It was the first teletype station I'd ever seen. They had I think it was a 19 ASR, automatic send receive, paper tape, and all that junk. And somebody had built a teletype terminal unit, presumably as a class project, and you could run teletype from there, which inspired me, and I ran teletype for years myself after that. I'll let you get your...
All right. Well, before you go, I was going to ask, where did they have a clubhouse the Goodyear Amateur Radio Club, or where did they meet? I think I met Rich, AF1K, talked to him a couple of times. I think he was a member. I might have lost you. W8TD, you still out there, John? W8HRF.
Whoops, connection dropped on me. Happens occasionally. Starlink doesn't cover unoccupied regions as well as it does occupied regions. So anyway, I dropped out, but I'm back. So 73. Thanks for the chat. Talk to you soon. W8HRF, W8TD.
Hi, John. We'll catch you later. W8TD, W8HRF, 73. Be safe.
TD, AB8AV.
AB8AB, is it Joe, is it?
It is, John. I thought since you're out cruising, how's everything going? And how far west are you?
Well, I don't have the longitude. I'm in bed, but we're about halfway across between Vancouver and Japan. A little over halfway across. Just past. We're just past the international date line, so I think our longitude is actually decreasing now. So we're a little past 180 degrees longitude. I can tell you that. Latitude's around 44 degrees, so I'm still north of you guys by a little bit. So it hasn't started getting real warm yet. But oh yeah, as always, I'm enjoying myself tremendously.
That's one sweet job to have. How did you ever manage to get a job like that? That's unbelievable.
Well, it is the best part-time gig in the world, in my opinion. Yeah, I've been doing it since 2003, I think I started, with all the cruise lines. I started with Norwegian, and I'm on Norwegian this year, but in between I've been with everybody else, and I can tell you there aren't any bad cruise lines, and there aren't any bad cruise ships. They're all a good time.
Really bad. So my wife had scheduled a cruise on the Queen Mary we went, and that was our first cruise. I didn't realize how really well they planned those things out, and I mean, if you don't take advantage of all the activities, that's up to you. But they wouldn't let me use my amateur radio, or let me go up to their radio room. But that's the only thing I remember as being bad.
Oh, okay, and that's extra good. Yeah, Cunard is definitely upscale. So that was more of a premium trip. I've been with the mainstream American lines, like Norwegian. But yeah, Cunard's a good one. I would like to travel with Cunard sometime. Those ships, I don't know if the Queen Mary did at the time you were there, but the current Cunard ships actually have planetariums on them, so they don't even need astronomers like me to go out and point to things. They can just simulate it in their planetarium. But if they ever offered me a trip, I would take it. And the Queen Mary is currently docked at Long Beach, right next to the Carnival Cruise Terminal. So when you cruise with Carnival,
out of Long Beach, you're right there. You get to see the Queen Mary. It's being used as a hotel, and still offers an upscale experience.
Yeah, they did have a planetarium, and I remember they were finishing up going around the world trip, going back to England, and that's why they had vacancies on the ship. So we went up to the Canadian Maritimes with it. So, but I really enjoyed it. Well, John, listen, we'll talk to you better when you get back. I'm over here about to visit with my daughter for a bit. So good chatting with you. So W8TD AB8AV. You have a good rest of the trip, John.
Well, yeah. Hey, thanks for the call. 73. Enjoy your visit, and I'm sure we'll talk more. I don't have a lot to do except talk on the radio here, and with the wind, this is the only radio I can talk on. Have a good day. W8TD.
W8WKY.